Hi, Grandma. Hi, Kim. Hi, Jane. Sorry to hear about your daughter-in-law there, Kim. Hi, Cloud Talker. Hi, Sharon. Sent you an email back, Kim. I got my February or monthly YouTube what's it called, newsletter. And we're gonna have a special prayer request for Kim's daughter-in-law. I do too, Sharon. Hi, Bonnie. Hi, Shari. Hi, Karen.
Does he have a date for his surgery yet or no?
No, this is the workup to get the surgery.
That's good. At least the process is being made.
Then we ate at this Mexican restaurant. I think that's what the problem is. Anyway,
Too full.
yeah. While we were there, there's some ice cream restaurant.
Oh, nice. It's always a good
Oh, yeah.
sign.
It's a good greasy spoon.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Yeah.
YouTube monthly newsletter. This is what I should have ordered last time. Yes. Alright, it's all on here. Trying to get my glasses back on. Well, hi Marlene, my Sergeant Major bride. This is what we did last month. Got 32 new subscribers, 54K total views, 1.1 million minutes watched. I don't know if y'all can see that. Hi Shari. Hi Ollie. Hi Yvette. Hi Betty. Hi Cheryl. Well, I didn't do it by myself, Jane. I didn't do it by myself. Y'all helped me out here. That's not counting Getter or Rumble either. Hi Cora. Hi Yvette. Oh yeah, I have a big prayer request. Kim's youngest son, his wife had a miscarriage, and we need to send our chat family prayers out, folks. Hi Ron. Well, we're glad you're one of the family, Ron. Hi Carol. Hi LJ.
All that you've done for me. Who brings our chaos back into order? Who makes the orphan a son?
It's that music. Music of DC 24/7. Thank y'all for joining us here Thursday night on the corner. Hi Florence, thanks for joining us. We're a little early. We always like to come on early and say hi to everybody. If we got prayer requests, don't hesitate to put it up there. A chat that prays together stays together, folks. If you got any news or something of interest, don't hesitate to put that up there too. You like this music better than the sirens? Yeah, I do too. Hi, LaFour. Hi, Carol. That's right, Patty. Hi, Gloria. There's that guy whistling at me again. Hi, Chris is over. How do you say that? Cherise Nova? Cherise? Thank you for joining us. Sorry if I say names wrong. I'm terrible at names. No, I haven't seen on here in a long time. CZ from Poland. I wonder what he's up there. He hasn't been on in a while. Thinking of names I can't pronounce. Hi, Tammy. Thank you all for joining us tonight. In case you're new on here, this is where the guys are. That building there. They have their own pod, Freedom Pod, and they're separated from the rest of the criminals. You know, our guys aren't criminals. Well, Sainton, if you have a miscarriage, how can you carry the baby? See, that just shows how the dumbness you are. And I will be happy to get rid of your stupid ass. First, I'm going to put it up here so everybody can see what an idiot you are. That's the kind of people that come on here. They're mind-melted sickos. They don't care about anything but hate. Too bad they hate so much. I'm gonna take it off. Yes, that's right, Jane. God help them. They need all the help they can get. Put that up there so the people on Rumble and Getter could see it. And we have idiots that try to come on here and think there's somebody when they're actually nobodies. That's right, before. And that's another thing, and we'll pray for their lost souls. Hi, Tina and Sky. Hope you're feeling better, Tina. I don't know what's happening with There's that guy whistling at me again.
Get locked up, it's a rap for something. I can tell that the left get nervous, trying to throw a case at the door on earth. It's the job, ain't messing guys, people messing me, boy. We can feel your tension in the air.
Who knows, American patriot? Who knows? It only happens when they get their panties in a bunch and then they decide, well, let's come out there and yell and scream and look stupid and have sirens for Jesus. Yeah, the guy, I know there's DC and they're a little lax on things, but I'm not.
Hello, everyone.
Struck the dawn, back at it again. This time in the countryside.
Yeah, they're back at it again.
Morgan Walden and Dana White.
Jail to pick up
A stabbing victim or something.
stabbing victim or
A fight or, yeah, an OD.
who knows.
I could have been chilling on the beach.
I can't see.
But I got too much love for the streets. Hey, let's make America great for every religion.
Hi, freedom nuts.
Yeah, men don't have a vagina.
That's right.
The radical
That's why we're out here, Gloria, to help them stay strong.
All I ever wanted for the
Glad all y'all come on here and do all what y'all do. You can't do this alone.
For your kids to go outside and play. Look at San Francisco, take a look at LA. Look at New York City, man, it just ain't the same. We all know the radical left is to blame for weaponizing your religion and race. Tell me how that house is so fancy, but you only make $100K a year. How'd that happen? Your husband.
Hi, Ronnie.
In his panties just
Hi, Wingbanger.
boyfriend
Bender.
mansion. That actually
Thank y'all for joining on. We'll be starting in a little while. We'll do our prayer and do the pledge and listen to some music until hope we'll get some call-ins. Hi, Angel Girl. We always like to come on early to say hi to everybody and have prayer requests or got some news. That way we can get it all out of the way so when the vigil starts and if people call in, we don't have to talk or say hi to everybody and get it out of the way. Sherry and me went and seen Bart today. He was in Baltimore. So we went over there and seen him for about 15-20 minutes before we went to the medical center to start on his treatments. He has to do a 4-hour, 5-hour test they do on different things to make sure he'll be all right. And then he'll be starting the treatment soon. There you go. Get your mega ready.
Everyone
I seen that one guy had a gun in his belt. He was not even a. They think he was a. What do you call it? FBI guy.
Who's the other one, Doug?
Yeah, Bart seemed to be in good spirits, and he's so happy to see us. Kim, I gave him one of my cards.
I don't think he's in the club yet, but yeah, he is in it.
Well, then we were at a Mexican restaurant today, and what do you call it, the overall supervisor for all the stores is there, and I gave him a card. Forgot all about that. M-A-G-A-A. Hi, Top Gun.
Jason, that was sweet. God bless you too.
Hi, Jackie. Is it raining there still? Seen you all had a lot of flood damage, and seen houses toppling into the ocean. It was, ugh. We played a lot of Toby Keith yesterday, Betty. I mean, we played 7 or 8 straight songs. Uh-oh.
It don't matter. I'm not getting a very good signal no matter what I do. Did you?
Come on, monthly recap. That's not counting together or don't believe it.
That's amazing, Roger.
Should be about 100,000.
Right.
Ks. Showed it on there once, show it again.
By the way, Brian thinks women are fine as long as they're at home.
In case you didn't see it, this is what we did last. This is my new monthly recap. 32 new subscribers, 54K total views, 1.1 million minutes watched. And that's not counting Rumble or Gutter. You stream with that thing going?
Should I?
No.
No.
Because it'll be that's another thing that'll make your phone hot.
Okay.
Because it's searching for, even though you're not using it.
No, it's off.
Trying to think. Hi Lona, hi Gilbert. If the women were supposed to stay at home, who would be standing out here with me?
Exactly.
You'd be alone. Hi, Teacup. That's another one running there. Fire truck already went down there.
Ambulance.
Oh, is that ambulance? I couldn't see it. Once it gets over here, I can't see it.
Right.
Go blind.
Did you get a different bag?
This is the one Glory B bought me.
Oh, okay.
One. Let's see them. Say hi to them.
I was born in the USA, and I'm proud of my
Hi, Carol.
So
How are you, honey?
boys to come on home, I wanna see
I still like your other name better.
born in the USA,
Buckeye Burton. How you doing, honey? Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Susan. Hi, Nana Bear.
black wave again.
Sure you give it a thumbs up.
Hi, Shelly Rose.
I know we won't make the same mistakes again since Trump's been gone. It ain't the same.
Thank you all for being over there on Rumble.
This is for
popping
Americans,
in,
greatest
honey.
country on earth. Yeah, there's
It's
no
such an honor to
comparison.
meet you.
This is for the generals.
Thanks so much for being there.
Overseas so that we can have a better place. This is for the soldiers. This is for the kids. You'll understand it when you older. This is for Marines that got straps on their shoulders.
Thank
This
you
is
all for
for the
joining us for
posters. This is
J6
one for
Vigil.
people who got robbed
Hi,
when they
Yvette. Hi,
voted.
Chris.
This is for the mothers that
Thank you.
lost their
It's a pleasure to
sons.
be
This
back.
is to the countries who thought
It
they
really
won.
is.
Yeah, this is our place. This is our
where we give the
inheritance. Proud to be
J6 a
American, and I was born in the
We will not let the
USA.
government silence them.
So tell them boys to come.
And Mila says, thank you for the chicken, Gloria. She loved it. A poor little thing. She got home last night and started limping. I don't know why. So I'm trying to nurse her back to health.
This one's for the Navy. This one's for a God up above who looked down and he saved me.
Oh my goodness,
This is for
Carol.
my warriors who in basic training. This is for my fighters who are out here fighting bravely. This is for the infantry. This is one for anyone who really
would be
got
too.
love for this country. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
if
you got
don't,
a
there's
you got a
really nothing
fantastic
you can
granddaughter. She
say
knows how to
that
tell the
won't make me
difference.
not
Hi, Nader. Hi, Sean.
This is
Hi,
one for
Phyllis.
anyone with full metal jackets. We the best country that is on the map, and this is for my jarheads that were fighting Taliban. This is for my troops that were sent to Afghanistan.
It's just mind-boggling, these people that supposedly work for us.
This is
Hi,
for the
Barbara.
men who fight
Hi,
brutal
Crystal.
wars out in
Nova.
uniform. I'm glad I was
How are you,
born.
honey?
Hi, Jeffrey.
Thank you all for joining us. Make sure you hit that thumbs up and share out this
Yes, I'm sick.
video.
I brought two for
Sisters
some
voice
beer.
out to the world.
Try it.
I don't want them to think we're drinking on the
I
corner.
brought some Pepsi.
Thank you.
Yeah, 0% beer. So it's like safe to drive but still taste of beer.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
IFG.
Hi, Lindy. Thanks for stopping in. Make sure you all hit that thumbs up. Share out this video. Let the world know we stand with our J6 Patriots.
It's like Chinese today is Chinese.
New Year? Is it? Oh.
Half of Asia, all Asians like Lunar New Year, the new moon, like celebrating.
We
Yeah.
went
Like
we
2
went
weeks
last year with
celebrating.
Rebecca.
Animal, so it's like transition from rabbit to dragon. It's like right now, like the Earth new moon transition. Yeah. Rabbit to dragon.
Okay.
I'm the year of the snake. I'm the okay. So like depends on your first month, like time. So you could be like, oh, like the animal head or tail. So I am like the snake body. Yeah, like the
We
python.
don't get out of visitation
body.
until after 4.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, so it's like everywhere, like Asians, like Muslims, they celebrate like that.
Dang.
Celebrating my culture right now.
Yeah, like your Christmas over. Like, hey, right now is our time. Like,
Right, exactly.
哦，可以啊，可以啊。Rebecca says she's gonna treat us Chinese New Year.
Hi, Mama Earth.
Well, make sure you leave a
Hi,
message
Lindy.
that
Hi, Lola.
you respectfully demand a response.
Maybe Australia, and I'm changing my.
I love this song.
Project, so I'm like,
Hi, Bonnie.
Finally. Because I was like before with eyes, it was like crazy. You know, like,
This is
right now,
Sapphire Patriot.
also
Hi,
taking
Kelly.
school, you know, it's like things are just busy. Right now, it's just like because you're transitioning like different projects, so it's like
Amen, Yvette.
slow down a little bit.
Hi, Angelina. Welcome,
I told
everyone.
like my security, I was like, okay.
I'm not sure who sings this.
It's already like the background check. They're doing it. I'm
Absolutely
like,
love the song,
Australia is a
though.
safe country, right? And then it's like already listed my passport there, and they're like, yeah, you can good to go. Just like verify your identity.
Thank you all for joining us here tonight for the J6
Yeah, like
Vigil.
exhibit, yeah. And I burned out, you know, like, hey, my 5-year-old brother in 2 weeks, you know, meeting me at home. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna go Australia now.
This shows what some people, the mentality they have in life. Their mind is so, their mind is hurting so much. That's why they come on here, so they can find Jesus, hear Jesus music, and learn the real news. Hi, Darth.
Aw, that's so sweet, Carol. It's such a joy to hang out with you guys. Hi, Kathy. Love you, girl. All of our Buckeye Patriots in here. Gotta love that.
So tonight is the Chinese New Year's Eve.
Did you guys hear that?
Last year, Dwight, Lily, and Rebecca and her son took us to a Chinese restaurant. Mama Mickey and Nicole and Sherry and me. Was Tammy with us?
No, not at that time.
Can't remember who else was there. Somebody else.
Justin was
My
there.
aunt's like in Melbourne. It's like, yeah, come.
Dwight and Lily.
Well, anyways, we ate a real Chinese dinner. It was awesome. Then we came out to Freedom Corner. I couldn't move.
You know, when I made
Hi,
that
Martin. Thanks for joining us.
When I made that Give, Send, Go, they just put a name to it. Well, I came up with an acronym for the name, and it stands for Blessings has everyone jealous.
Hi, Valerie.
Hi, Linda.
Oh, my goodness. Tornado. We will there, Valerie. Hi, Kay.
Was waiting for you.
Ready? We were waiting on
So you guys come back to Freedom Corner any day.
Try. How are you coming in?
Real good tonight.
That's really good. I know. That's because it's important. Hi.
Hi, Plumber B.
Good. Let's see where we're going to see me. Are we coming to take him a second? Yeah.
That's right.
Oh, zap them all.
If all the signals go bad, it's because of Glory be.
Rebecca invited us to dinner tomorrow.
Oh, yeah?
Maybe if, because I got visitation all day, I'll meet here.
Did you fly back? Yeah, good. Oh my goodness. Alright, we are here. Welcome to J6 Vigil. We stand behind these people.
I do not appreciate that Wyckoff. Do not appreciate that at all.
We're here to save our country before they fire it.
The American people deserve to know. And stand here and support the families.
Don't come on my channel trying to sell your things.
Thank you all for being here.
I don't appreciate that at all.
To bring more attention to this. Very to see everybody.
Absolutely, Jane.
Oh, yeah. I put that on the web today, Dar. And Eggs America made a big thing about it too. I've sent that out also.
Better get up money back to everybody quick. I will never ever use a platform again.
I won't tell him Freedom Nuts. Thanks for stopping in. Hit the thumbs up. I won't tell him for sure.
7:30 now. More people coming in. We'll start the vigil soon. We usually open up with a prayer.
For those of you just joining us, you know, when I made my gifts and go, they gave me this acronym. It stands for God's blessings have everyone jealous.
All right, guys, let's get some Jesus.
Amen.
All right, coming in.
No. I can't.
It's all good.
That's it.
No, show my.
You're okay. You're good.
Dear Heavenly Father, we humbly come before you this evening, and we pray for those that need you in their heart, Lord. There's so much darkness in our world today, And we know without you, that darkness just continues to spread. Lord, we pray for those that have that darkness in their heart, that someone will lead them to you, Lord, because we know that you give us everlasting life, that with you all things are possible. We are grateful that you have gotten us all here safe tonight. We pray that you put your hedge of protection over our J6ers, Lord. All of their families are suffering without them, Lord, and you know that. We also pray for all the patriots that follow along, Lord. For everyone who's hurting, for everyone who's sick. Lord, we pray that you put your healing hand on them. Lord Jesus, we know we need you in our hearts. And I, for one, Lord, am so grateful that you are there every day to carry me through on your path. Please see that we all get home safe tonight, Lord. And in your precious Son's name, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. There's so.
Well, we're just going to listen to some music and wait for some phone calls, and then Nicole and I will talk about what we did today later.
So that's not it.
It's 0% holding up for it.
Hi, Dave. Thanks for joining us.
I'm your Huckleberry.
God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Angela.
All right, Johnny Ringo.
Amen, LaFleur. Hi, darling.
Somebody just walked over your grave. What's up with you, Holiday? I beg to differ, sir. We started a game we never got to finish. Play for blood, remember? I was just fooling. I wasn't.
I can't stop showing it. I gotta show it again. This is what YouTube did. We did on YouTube last month. 32 new subscribers, 54K total views, 1.1 million minutes watched. Right here on Freedom Corner. Thank you all for helping me out, getting the message out. People over on Getter are excited. They repost and like all the time on there. And we got a good Rumble chat starting also. And, you know, we all got to talk about the J6ers, folks. Because right now, we're the only voice. You'll have little voices every once in a while, like President Trump talking about Ashley today. But, you know, we had J6 in January. That went for about 3 or 4 days, and something else came up, and boom, it was gone. It's our responsibility to get out and tell everybody about these guys and gals.
Thank you so much, Val. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the prayers. Thank you so much.
I'm coming strong, better get your weight up. I'm about to take a lead, I ain't gonna wait up. I'ma tell you straight up, I ain't feeling it. Don't show nobody, don't get it. Don't like nobody from the city. Got bad nerves, so don't send me. My tolerance is on empty. These bitches don't fit me.
Hi, Lone Star Lady.
My wordplay is so nifty. But thank you, Lord, that I'm gifted. Should have been locked away from my crazy ways. Could have been right in national prison. Could have been dead. I couldn't talk to your way, but I had to change my
I need one of those, Sean, with Sherry and me. I can go for some runs without going outside.
Hi, Roger.
Hello.
How are you?
Y'all better now that you're here.
I've been homeless and homeless, lost inside my emotions, screwed up with no focus. I slept on the floor with roaches. I heard the ones that love me. My heart's so black and ugly. My own family don't trust me. Sometimes my life disgusts me. Always lived the struggle. People said that I was trouble. I was on the hustle, trying to get it off the muscle. Had to get it how I live it. I was living like a savage. You said you want that real talk.
I keep Texas red.
I'ma let you have it. I'ma let you have it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Never take my kindness for weakness. Do I talk what I live and what I believe in? 'Cause I'm inside my head, I promised myself I would reach it. But every night I lay down, I gotta fight away these demons. Gotta find a way to escape the pain from the life that I've been leading. And I know somebody can feel my pain, that's really the whole reason. After everything I've been through, I'm still alive and breathing. Believing in myself, and I will see myself achieving. They told me that I couldn't, but I just kept pushing.
We getting it out there.
They're getting it going.
It's that, you know what it is? Everybody's watching, waiting for the kid.
Yeah. Well, you know, the girls will send me a picture of their TV when they're watching it, and they'll be like, best part.
But everybody watches till the kick comes.
I feel like the weight of the world been lifted off my shoulders. I feel like I've been at war.
Hi, Veronica. Thanks for joining us. Hopefully we get a call in here in a little bit.
Never follow nobody. Blaze your own trail. When everybody fake, stay true to yourself. If you do this, you sort of prevail.
Today,
Otherwise you
am I
fail.
supposed to speak today? Or did I speak yesterday?
Let's do it.
When was I vice president? When did Bo die?
What country did he die in?
Yeah, he doesn't know. He's calling. He doesn't know.
Hi, Mud Pie. Yeah, he thought he was in the first Gulf War with
Yeah,
me.
I talked to that Marines family. And
Yeah.
they're like, that Bo died.
In the first Gulf War with me.
That's disgraceful. He's going to have to resign before they enact the 25th.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't think you had it in you.
I didn't think you had it. Oh, can you push pause real quick?
I've been selling my soul.
Working all day.
All right, I want to say, you know, Trooper just showed me he had 1.4 million watched hours.
Right.
Yep, on YouTube. So that's not including the other channels that he streams from. You know, that is a lot of time. Thank you so much, Trooper. Thank you for all you guys watching. It is important that we get the message out about political prisoners being held in the United States of America and the prosecution and persecution of your countrymen here in D.C. So thank you so much for all of y'all's contribution to getting the word out. It is really important, especially, you know, we're 3 years in from January 6th. And, you know, we're still out here fighting it. So, you know, they keep catclawing it. You know, they're steady arresting people. They are steady trying to throw their political opponents in jail and prosecute them and to whatever extent they can. But, you know, the people, you know, Mickey says it all the time out here, and it rings true, and I think that we all feel that is what they did not depend on is the spirit of the American people to stand up and say, no, we're not going to accept this, and we're going to continue. You know, these guys inside, they still sing every night at 9 o'clock in a form of protest against this government because, you know, that flag is still there.
That's right.
And it still absolutely means exactly what it means. There have been men and women from our country that have died for that flag. Amen. And no matter what this government puts our people through right now, that flag is still there.
That's
so,
right.
you know, that's right. We're going to be out here every night singing it. So we got a phone call from one of these patriots inside.
It's all the way still there.
It's all the way.
All right, I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, how's it going tonight?
Hey, Taylor. How you doing?
Hey, Taylor.
I'm doing great. Guess what? My wife is in D.C. I'm going to get to see her tomorrow for a visit. I'm so excited.
Amen.
So excited.
That's awesome.
She made the 2,000-mile journey. Awesome. So,
Wow.
yeah, I'm very excited. So I wanted to share something that's kind of funny, and I wanted to share this the whole time I've been in here, but I finally got my copy of Animal Farm here in the pod. And have you ever heard of the book Animal Farm?
Yeah, we think so.
Okay, so most Americans over the age of, 30, 35, have probably read Animal Farm. So I was required to read Animal Farm's, which is George Orwell's fictional literary masterpiece, twice in high school and again in college when I majored in political science. So for me, Animal Farm is a literal textbook, right? It's not some propaganda piece. It was required reading twice in high school and then in college for me to read and understand how Animal Farm applies to society and how it's kind of a timeless work, right? I've noticed that a lot of the younger generation hasn't read Animal Farm, which I think is quite a travesty because if people internalized Animal Farm, we'd probably have a lot less problems in society than we do today. So I wrote a little something on this because what's unique about Animal Farm and me is the government included a quote or a reference I made to Animal Farm in my charging document. Okay.
Hi, Katie.
So I wrote a little piece to make sure I got everything I wanted to get in here. It says, I was required to read George Orwell's fictional literary masterpiece Animal Farm twice in high school and again in college political science courses. This was a textbook, one that was meant to be simple to understand and easily relatable story to decry the ills of first a corrupt governance of the Manor Farm by a drunken, uncaring leadership, the farmer, who basically represents crony capitalism, end-stage capitalism, who own the farm, then the rise of an egalitarian scheme of the animals to overthrow the farmer and then implement a collectivist farm, the Animal Farm. By the end, the pigs who led the overthrow of the former slowly begin to manipulate the farm animals to set themselves above the rest of the animals. Step by step, the Animal Farm comes to a worse state than it had been under the farmer. In my charging documents, a post on social media I made showing a picture of Barack Obama, a man who preaches collectivist values, met for dinner with tech oligarchs such as CEOs of Intel, Cisco, Twitter, Facebook, and a handful of others who are easily likened to the capitalist farmers. I noted in my post, quote, if you want to see what the last scene in Animal Farm looks like, this is it. Mr. Hope and Change himself. For full disclosure, I had real hope in Mr. Obama, voting for him out of my disgust of crony capitalism as I saw it. I identify with Boxer on the farm in Animal Farm, who didn't make it to the final scene in the farmhouse. And this is the final scene in the farmhouse. I have wanted to read this since I got in here. And now, he said, this is out of the book, and now, he said finally, he would ask the company to rise to their feet and make certain that their glasses were full. So what's happened here is in Animal Farm, basically the pigs have become separate than the rest of the farm animals, right? So the whole farm is now working to support the pigs, who originally the whole idea was all the animals were equal, to each according to his need, to each according to his want, or whatever the phrase was that they use in the book. I should have memorized it before I got on here. But at the pigs, again, they boarded up the farmhouse, right? Never to use it again. And Eventually, at the end, the pigs move into the farmhouse, and they invite the farmers, the neighboring farmers, over to the farmhouse to have dinner and make a toast and work together. Okay, so basically, it's come full circle. Okay, so now he said, gentlemen, and this is concluded Mr. Pinkleton, who was one of the neighboring farmers. Gentlemen, I give you a toast to the prosperity of the animal farm. There was enthusiastic cheering and stamping of feet. Napoleon, who's the main pig who set the whole thing up, he was in the book and in school. We always likened him like to Lenin in the Russian Revolution. Was so gratified that he left his place and came around the table to clink his mug against Mr. Plinkington's before emptying it. When the cheering had died down, Napoleon, who had remained on his feet, which again, now pigs are standing on their feet, right? Intimated that he too had a few words to say. Like all of Napoleon's speeches, it was short and to the point. He said he too was happy that the period of misunderstanding was at an end. For a long time there had been rumors circulated, he had reason to think by some malignant enemy, that there was something subversive, even revolutionary in the outlook of himself and his colleagues. Now remember, these are the pigs who had overthrown the farm, right? They had been credited with attempting to stir up rebellion among the animals on neighboring farms. Nothing could be further from the truth. Their sole wish now, and in the past, was to live at peace and in normal business relations with their neighbors, aka the other crony capitalists. The farm, which he had honored to control, he added, was a cooperative enterprise, so they went from being, right, all equal to now it's a business, it's an enterprise. The title deeds, which were in his own possession, so now he owned everything, were owned by the pigs jointly. He did not believe, he said, that any of the old suspicions still lingered, but certain changes had been made recently in the routine of the farm, which should have the effect of promoting confidence still further. Hitherto, the animals on the farm had a rather foolish custom of addressing one another as comrades. This was to be suppressed. There had also been a strange custom, whose origin was unknown, of marching every Sunday morning past Boar's Skull, which was nailed to a post in the garden. This too would be suppressed, or forgetting their history, why they were even, Animal Farm in the first place. And the skull had already been buried. His visitors might have observed, too, the green flags which flew from the masthead. If so, they would perhaps have noted that the white hoof and horn, which had previously been marked, had now been removed. It would be a plain green flag from now onwards. He had only criticism, he said, to make of Mr. Plinkington's excellent and neighborly speech. Mr. Pilkington, had referred throughout to Animal Farm, and he could not know, of course, for he, Napoleon, was only now, for the first time announcing it, that the name Animal Farm had been abolished. Henceforth, the farm was to be known as the Manor Farm, which is what the original name was under crony capitalism, which he believed was the correct and original name. Gentlemen, concluded Napoleon, I will give you the same toast as before, but in a different form. Fill your glasses to the brim, gentlemen. Here's my toast. To the prosperity of the Manor Farm. There was same hearty cheering as before, and the mugs were emptied to the dregs. But as the animals outside gazed at the scene, it seemed to them that there were some strange thing was happening. What was it that had altered the faces of the pigs? So when I saw this picture of Barack Obama sitting around this table with these capitalists, right, and, as a college student, I saw that and I was like, wow, that's interesting. Clover's old dim eyes, which is one of the animals, filtered from face to another. Some of them had 5 chins, some had 4, some had 3, but what it was, it seemed to be melting and changing. Then the applause, having come to the end, the company took up their cards and continued the game that had been interrupted, and the animals crept away silently. So the capitalists and the pigs, right, the collectivists, are playing cards together, and the animals walk away. But they had not gone away 20 yards when they stopped short. An uproar of voices was coming from the farmhouse. They rushed back and looked through the window again. Yes, a violent quarrel was in progress. There was shouting, banging on the table, sharp, suspicious glances, furious denials. The source of the trouble appeared to be that Napoleon and Mr. Plinkington had each played an ace of spades simultaneously. They were both cheating. 12 voices were shouting in anger, and they were all alike. No question now what had happened to the faces of the pigs. The creatures outside looked from pig to man, from man to pig, and from pig to man again, but already it was impossible to say which was which. I wanted to read this today, and it's almost perfect, because today you had the Supreme Court hearing the oral arguments about taking Trump off the ballot, and you had a leftist firing squad going at the Democrat attorneys, basically going, asking them, what kind of pickle have you put us in? And they're like, well, if you don't take Trump off the ballot, then in 2020, the end of this year, 2025, the Democrats are are going to have to challenge the electors, which is the very thing that they're saying Trump did to start an insurrection, right? So you've got both the capitalists and the pigs playing their ace of spades today, right there in front of the whole world. On top of that, we get that report about Joe Biden hiding in his garage classified documents when he wasn't even a president. He had no right to have them, right? And they're not going to press charges because, oh, he's an old, senile man with a bad memory? Isn't this supposed to be the president of the free world? It's absolutely perfect. We are living through the last scene in Animal Farm as we speak, as the collectivists and the crony capitalists have both played their aces of spades. So I wanted to read this. I know that was kind of long, but for anybody who's read Animal Farm, this story repeats itself. I read it simply to say, it always ends the same. Collective anything, and there will be no difference from the corrupt Manor Farm or Animal Farm. Collective guilt, which is what we're living through with J6, and collective economy, or even collective glory. All individual merit and deeds will be forgotten. Live for you, live for what's best, do what in every moment is right, and honor natural law.
Well, thank you so much for that, Taylor. That was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, today I was just from reading. I mean, I don't know if you guys have been reading the news, but it's just hilarious to be like, you know, even the democratically appointed justices are like, so does this end here today? And they're like, no, if you guys don't rule in our favor, then it's going to force the Democrat Congress to have to challenge the electors. And it's like, okay. So you'll be guilty of the very thing you're saying, you know. I mean, and then the records case. It's just, I know I'm sitting in jail, and maybe it means less or more coming from being here, but to step back for a moment at a 10,000 foot view and look at the hilarity of what's happening in our political system, right? A couple of days ago or a week ago, I read the piece by Denver Snuffer called "Pathetic." And what we're looking at is truly pathetic. It's almost like nobody's in charge, and you do have a circling firing squad going on. It's great. It's great to watch. It's tragic to live through, to be honest. It wasn't very fun for the animals on Animal Farm, as it's not very fun for us having to stand outside the farmhouse looking in.
Right. No, it's not a glorious life.
No, it's not. But I just find it so funny that they included that in my charging documents, that I put that picture, and then I put another quote, you know, something about referencing 1984, and then they put on there that they believed I was a QAnon conspiracy theorist, which I thought was hilarious, because if you're familiar with the book 1984, there is a QAnon character where they're told to trust the general, which harkens back to the Russian Revolution Operation Trust. And I thought, it's almost like the people who wrote this don't even know what it is I'm referencing. You know, these were college textbooks for me, and they're using it as evidence that I'm somehow some type of, you know, insurrectionist or terror, whatever label they wanted to throw on me. I just thought that was so funny.
It is.
Like,
it is
I literally was taught to examine government through these eyes. You know, by an accredited university, by the way.
So, Taylor, it's humorous in a very disgusting way, isn't it? This is Glory B, and I wanted to ask you what you thought about something that's been brought to my attention. One of my followers has noticed that D.C. is being removed from the road signs. So much like the green flag and not even noticing that the horn and the hoof had been removed, are we seeing something happening here where D.C. is being removed and it's just Washington now? I tested it out by putting it in my Google Maps, and first it flashes up Washington, D.C., and then it's replaced by Washington. So, any thoughts?
There's no conspiracies, but there's no coincidences. Of course something's happening. They've been petitioning for statehood. So what they're going to try to do is, instead of being the District of Columbia, they're going to be the State of Columbia.
Yeah.
So they want to be ready for a quick rebrand. I mean, it's one of those things that when that does happen, it's going to happen quick and swift, and it's going to happen without anybody noticing.
And more
votes. It's going to be a referendum. It's going to be a council meeting. It's going to be an act of Congress. It's going to be swift and quick, and you're going to wake up one day, and you're exactly right. Instead of the flag with the hoof and whatever, it's going to be just State of Columbia instead of District of Columbia.
They're doing it. They're doing it now. Yep, they're doing it in front of our very eyes. So I appreciate you.
And keep in mind, their license plates say "Ends taxation without representation." They have a fair argument there. I mean, they have a fair argument there, but they don't understand.
You have 1 minute remaining.
And on my wife's website, Peasants Perspective, there's an essay. Our city, their city, our capital, or whatever it is. They view this as their city, whereas we view it as our capital. There's a big difference. They want to turn their city and their little district into a state. It'll afford them more rights, but at the same time, it'll be a state above the rest because the entire federal government sits here. So therefore, it cannot be a state. If you do that, you have to change the whole scheme of how government meets in this town. So, anyways,
and
thank you so much.
it'll tip the balance on the Democrat Party too.
Big time. Yep, big time.
Yeah,
So,
we appreciate you so much, Taylor. We appreciate your sharing your knowledge and experience with us. Keep it up, please.
all right, thank you so much. GetSysGo.com/John Attackis Family Help. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
We love you too. God bless you, Patriot.
Bye.
Yes, Angelina.
Thank you for using Global Telling.
I did get the book. Thank you so much.
Hi, Mary. Hi, Hossie. Hi, Top Gun. Hi, Linda.
It's a book that was written by one of our
Thank you all for joining us.
His name is Ray Christensen.
And when he gets on there, he always has some very smart kind of
If you get a chance, go get
acting.
that book.
I know, he's very
I
smart.
haven't read it yet, but it's an amazing book.
Glory be.
Hello, everyone.
Gloria said, thank you for asking that question.
Yes, Gloria, thank you so much for bringing it to attention. God bless you, Patriot, Super Patriot.
I'm going to put that up. Thank you, Angelina. I encourage everyone to check this book out.
Well, if they want to make this a state and they don't want it to be our capital, I think we should move the capital to the middle of the country, which would represent the most halfway between one coast, halfway between the other coast. And let them pay taxes out the butt. That's right, we need to make a new White House. Let's move it to Dickinson, North Dakota.
Yeah, he set it up perfectly.
For God and country, thank you for joining us.
One second. Okay, hello, Patriot.
Howdy. Mark Brew calling in.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
How are you tonight?
Well, doing better. Got a chance to go into the fresh air outside and do some grounding and actually enjoy the sunlight straight on the skin there for the first time in 3
It
months.
was a beautiful day.
That's fantastic news.
Yeah. Yep. Recharged the battery, came back in, felt better.
Good for you. Now, how often do you guys get to get out in the fresh air?
Well, like I said, this last time it's been 3 months, so.
Wow, 2 months.
3.
3 months.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep, they've had rec, but it's an indoor rec. So you go from, I never see the point in this. You go from one part of the complete room.
Mark,
I've never been interested.
Is it possible for you to speak up a little bit? We're having a hard time hearing you.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's better.
Yeah, I haven't really been into the indoor rec because basically you go from one big echoey room into another, and that's not appealing to me.
Right. Doesn't give you much of a freedom feeling, even just to. You guys need that fresh air and that sun on your face. You absolutely do.
Get that vitamin
Yeah,
D.
I mean, it plays a very important role. You know, you get vitamin D from the sun, which helps your mental health, improves your mental health, and also vitamin D helps your body to fight off cancer. And plenty of free radicals that run around in this pod, other than J6ers. So it's imperative that we get that sunlight and just don't get enough of it.
Right.
But the good thing was is you can you can get a lot of energy just from taking your shoes and socks off and planting your feet in the ground and let positive and negative ions transfer, and it actually lifts up your spirits almost, just within minutes. So it's a very good tactic to use.
Well, that's fantastic. I'm so glad you guys got to get some fresh air today.
Yep. Very much was very much needed. Yeah. Get a lot of interesting stuff, going on out there. Guys in here. There's a couple of guys that are basically waiting in a hiatus kind of position right now with court stuff that is just not going through. So I think I don't know. There's major stuff going on in the courts, and who knows what exactly is happening. As far as I know, I've got a notice for appeal that has been submitted the night before the deadline, and so I'm working on that. That's going to be a redress of grievance, and we'll see what these guys have to say. My position on it is that I really don't. I'm really not a respecter of anybody that is wearing a robe at the moment, because they don't have the proper authority, and they have given themselves over to a foreign body. But it's the only thing that we have to redress grievances at the moment, and for that reason, it's a forced association, and because of the forced association in this whole case, that's coercion. They've coerced me into this position of basically going after and going on offense against them using the law. They have done it to themselves, and they should have left me alone.
Absolutely, and you really are a brave man for doing that, calling them out on their own mishandlings, and not a lot of people have the wherewithal to do that, and we very much respect you for what you're doing.
Well, I appreciate it. I really do. I think that it's a little bit of a catch-22, because really the only thing that I want to do is get back home and take care of my dog. But here I am.
And you're doing it with grace, brother.
Yeah, that's right. I'm trying.
Oh, we got you, Patriot.
Yeah, it's nice to have. They put back on the commentary the hot tickles. So I'm enjoying the hot tickle right after.
All right.
Yeah. It's the small things in life that you gotta, take, that you gotta appreciate, to really count your blessings. So.
Absolutely. So often people forget about the little blessings in life. We take so much for granted.
Yeah. I was watching. I was listening actually to the live feed about Trump's case today. That was a big thing, and basically on the Colorado ballot, if he was going to be, if he was going to qualify or be disqualified from the ballot, and I think it was Kavanaugh who mentioned it, but this is the crux of it. The law. I wanted to say this because I want to make sure it gets this out there. The law is not selective, like they try to, push it off to be. It's not really an opinion, like you see these guys put out there. They're putting their opinion out on the law. The law is a little bit more black and white than that, and you. The state itself has
put itself into liable because it pushed a narrative to defame Donald Trump's name by associating him with as an insurrectionist when there was no charge and there was no conviction of it. So therefore, he cannot qualify for that sort of disbarment. And that is something that people need to. You don't have to be a chief justice to understand that. That if you're not officially convicted, then it doesn't exist. And so these guys have clearly politicized the law and have completely caused chaos in the minds of Americans on what type of reality we're living in.
You're absolutely correct on that, and it shouldn't have even went to the Supreme Court because, like you said, there was no conviction, and it's an absolute waste of taxpayer money to put this before the Supreme Court when the Supreme Court has so many other issues of vital importance that they're addressing right now.
Well, the money they're using to investigate and prosecute Donald Trump, I would say probably there is some that comes from the interest that accrues off the escrow account that we're all involved in.
Oh, absolutely.
They're using the interest and the gain from our incarceration as financial as a financial weapon against Trump.
Sure, totally makes sense.
Yep. So that's kind of what you get when you have a banana republic, and we sure do have one. To really hold back and give them any sort of authority at this point, I think just shows how foolish we've become.
Absolutely.
But I hear good things out of Texas. They're starting to flex their wings out there.
Yes, they are.
Texas, yeehaw.
Right. And, I like to see the pledge of support by some of these states for Texas. I would also like to encourage them more to also not just pledge their support, but to take action and send resources down to the southern border. And not just that, but also force media to cover it.
Yes.
Bring it up at every conference. Tell them and point out the fact that the media has been completely complacent in allowing this border crisis to continue. The trafficking of children and women down on that border, and allowing these fighting-age men to invade our country. And God only knows their affiliations, because most of them are not documented even in their own country. So you just don't know what you're getting, and you don't know where it's going to come from when it comes. So God help us all.
Yes. Some of these military-age men are actually members of the military in their own country. And a lot of we call it the people's media, independent live streamers, they've been very open with them that they are members of the military of other countries that are coming here.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. We've got debit cards that are funded by George Soros' outfit. So he's paying for this invasion to come in. This is what they did in Europe in order to muddy up the waters in Europe and dilute the population there, their voting strength, their ability to receive health care and education. all this money that they're asking for children and for school lunches and for extra this and that is more subsidy. It's more sucking off of the government hit for all of these people who don't belong here in the first place.
You know, we've got word that now the immigrants are complaining about the food that they're receiving when they're staying in these hotels. So now the government's giving them over $1,000 more just to buy their own food.
Or, you know, they could switch us positions and they can come here and try this food.
Give some
Exactly.
MRIs.
Exactly. They don't know
Yeah,
how good they have it.
It's an insult to injury, you know, getting inundated with propaganda media talking about 100 days or 120 days now of hostages that Hamas has, and you've got political. You know, they call us so. They're starting to call us political prisoners. That's not true. We're we're prisoners of war. We're hostages.
Absolutely.
And so held collateral, and don't get the jurisdictions or the labels mixed up. You know, they try to do that so that people are confused on what they actually are. Political hostage is somebody that it's kind of like, well, they could align or could not align with my politics, and I may or may not care, but this is a different thing. And
You have 1 minute remaining.
I think that Amnesty National, I just got a letter from them, has a bit of the right idea. But I did write to them and I said, well, how do you expect to get political prisoners of different fundamental politics out and get them out of these jails when when the apparatus itself is not willing to do so? For them to do so, they would have to admit culpability, and their liability would go up. Is the system going to incriminate itself? And I would have to say no. Why would it incriminate themselves? Why would anybody? So that's a hard look Americans have to take a look at right now. Do the people have and hold the power of this great country, or do these companies with their executives?
Thank you for using.
He knows when it's coming.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Amber. Hi, Darth. Thank you all for joining us tonight here on Freedom Corner. It's Thursday night. Tomorrow is Fun Friday here on hashtag Freedom Corner. Sponsored by the Freedom Corner Gangsters. Oh, they just hardly get you to be able to say anything to your chat tonight.
Right. I'm honored to be on the phone with them.
No, I know, but I'm just saying they keep calling. I can't talk to them.
We got Chris Quagler and Daniel Paul here. How y'all doing out there? We're doing good out there?
We're doing great.
Good. Break it up right now. What's your interview already?
Do what? I'm sorry, you were breaking up a little bit.
Did you hear me already?
Not really.
You're kind of cutting in and out.
All right. You want to find out what's yours? So, I just mainly wanted to call in to tell you all, I know I thank you every time I'm on, but I just really wanted to tell you how much I appreciate you all being out there and everything you do. And Lily, Dwight, what you do is just, it's unbelievable. I can't thank you enough. I love you all. I really do.
Well, we love you right back, Patriot.
So anything interesting in the news out there, and the Great Awakening going on, or what's going on?
Well, Biden just gave a speech saying that he's glad that the outcome of the classified documents case for him is no charges, and that he's done speaking about that, and the case is closed.
Oh, yeah? Well, we're not done speaking about it. I hear the DOJ said they wouldn't press charges because the jury would find him sympathetic, well-intentioned old man with poor memory.
That's right.
And therefore should not be prosecuted.
But could still be president.
That's how they explain that's how they describe the president of our country. So, yay.
Now it's a documentation.
Yeah, guys. If you guys just didn't, I'm sure you guys didn't see the news report that he just did. I have a feeling that 90% of that thing was all set up. So basically, Biden came in and he repeated the same exact statement that was released earlier today, word for word. And then what he did was he called on a couple people. It was really, really like chaotic. It seemed that way at least. Well, Ducey, and he got one call off the or had to answer one call off the hip, and then which you knew which that was going to be. Hey, how's your memory and this and that. Then he had a bunch of people, yelling basically, hey, pick me. And he started, pointing these people out. So he walks away from the podium, and he's reading off of his notes at this point, right? So they're all pre-done questions. So then he walks away from the podium, gets called back to the podium because someone yells about the Gaza Strip. Well, he had closed his binder. He goes back to the podium and then loses his page and can't think. Okay, and then completely loses his train of thought, like me playing cards. Okay, he just couldn't do it. He could not answer these questions. And so Taki and I are sitting in the back room, and we're just like, does the rest of America not see this? The president of Mexico sees this. Yeah, so then he calls out and he says, the president of Mexico, I had them open up the gate. Yep. I called the president of Mexico CC.
I know, and I got so embarrassed. I had to stop watching. I couldn't. I was just so embarrassed. Our nation.
You deranged old man. It's the president of Egypt. You don't even have the wrong country. You have the wrong continent.
Well,
what is going on?
I don't know.
He is out there.
In the last 4 days, he has met with a dead French prime minister and a dead German prime minister. I don't know. What
he's out there. He's
from the 90s and the 80s.
There was also a staffer that sat down with James O'Keefe and admitted that he's in cybersecurity, admitted that Biden has no clue what's going on, but that he will be on the ballot. And you absolutely cannot take a African American female vice president and not put her on the ballot.
Of course not.
Yes.
Of course you can. You can't take it. Come on. They're definitely going to lose the black vote. Then again, Biden got more votes than Obama did. Everyone knows that.
Well, everyone is.
And more votes than any other. And more votes than any other American president ever.
In the most legitimate election ever.
Right.
The most secure,
right,
least illegitimate election ever, guys.
Ever.
Does anyone, I mean, come on. Listen, I might be far right, okay? I'll take it.
But you're also right.
Okay,
so
that's fine. But does the average American, how can they not see this?
Right.
I just don't understand.
Well, I think that they do see it. Their hatred for Trump is stronger.
That's right. That's exactly.
Because of mean tweets.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I think a lot of people are waking up, though. You know, like the people of Chicago are wanting to flip Illinois red.
I can't wait to the
They
convention.
are done with the Democrats
Chicago.
ruining their city. Like
Get the popcorn out. I might watch live TV that
They
night.
want them out. They want to flip the city red, and they want to vote for Trump. And there's a big push to make that happen in Chicago and in a bunch of other Democrat-run shitholes.
Well, yeah, and D.C. should be one of them. D.C. should really want to flip. I mean, when you are more safe in El Salvador than you are in D.C., your nation's capital, there's a problem. That's a problem.
I heard on the radio this morning that D.C. has the most 911 calls of any city in the U.S.
It is. Sirens 24/7.
60 square miles?
And they still voted her in again.
68 square miles. I literally lived in Monroe Township, New Jersey, a county in New Jersey, and it was 48. The amount of, we didn't have one homicide. We didn't have, any of this. Now, take New York City.
New York City.
The amount, well, hold on. I'm not saying take New York City now, okay? I should be more specific. Take New York City 15 years ago, 10 years ago. Take New York City 15 years ago, 10 years ago, okay? Seriously. When Giuliani was still in 15 years ago, you know what I mean? Okay, that's what D.C. should be. Giuliani took one of the largest cities in America and turned it around. Okay, D.C. is a tiny city. It wouldn't be that hard to do. It could be done. It could be done in 2 years.
But they need the chaos and mayhem so that they can push forth their more of their personal agendas. If everything was going great and the city was peaceful and blissful and all that, they wouldn't be able to push forth the socialist totalitarian agenda that they want to push forth. They can't have people feeling safe.
No. I just don't understand it. I mean, you see this guy, he walks up to the podium like a geriatric, and this whole thing. I mean, listen, put your tinfoil hat on and tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong that it wasn't made to look like mayhem. And those questions weren't 90% of those questions weren't already pre-planned, and answers weren't already drawn out to him. Tell me I'm wrong. He can't not screw up someone's name as soon as he closes his book.
Right.
I mean, it's not rocket science. It's absolutely insane. So in other news, I heard that Google was trying to say that the Supreme Court today was seemed to be siding with Colorado, but they were the only news source to be phased, so everyone else seemed to be. I mean, of course. Google says that the Supreme Court is going to side with Colorado. Everyone else that saw this thing said it's going to be a 7-2, 8-1, 9-0 decision.
Yes.
Yeah, even the Democratic justices, they ask some of the harder questions. I don't feel like it's as easy as that.
I
personally, I don't think that you're going to have 9 justices answer. I think that it's going to be, 8 or less. It's going to be an 8-0 or a 7-1 or a 6-2 because I think one Supreme Court justice is just going to be like, you know what, I'm not going to give an answer on this. I'm not sure, and I'm just going to recuse myself. I think that's what's going to wind up happening because if it's going to be at least then it would be like a 7-0. And it'd be like, oh, well, I don't agree with your decision and, I need more time. And then they're going to be like, no, there is no more time. We need to make a decision here.
Well, Kavanaugh, even during some of his questioning, he even alluded to presidential immunity. So, even though the appellate court just came out with their decision about that, about the immunity issue, Kavanaugh alluded to it, and so it's going to be interesting when it goes.
You can't charge someone or remove someone from a ballot and say because of the insurrection when no one was charged with insurrection.
Yeah, that was brought up too.
This is you can't do it. I mean, this is law 101.
Should have written harder. That's my opinion.
I mean,
That was Nicole's opinion. Nicole rep it, not to be confused.
Not to be confused with anyone else.
For the transcript.
Right. Nicole believes everybody should have went harder on January 6th and then stood back and say, well, now what do we do? It couldn't be any worse than what's happening now.
Right. Hindsight.
Right.
Thank you, Linda.
I don't even listen and say anymore. It's crazy. I'm gonna leave. You know what? Because if I start talking about certain things, I'm gonna go on to a rant. We don't have enough time. We don't have enough time, so I'm gonna blame it on the time crunch on this one. Okay. We're gonna say possibly tomorrow.
All right.
Okay. Well, Friday's rant day. Right. Friday's rant day. So,
thank God.
I thought it was Fun Friday.
Friday, I'll be in seat number 1.
You'll have all your rants ready. I'm sure there's a list.
You have 1 minute remaining.
It's just like wake up your eyes or open up your eyes, America. Wake up. This is insane. This is absolutely insane. Like I said, everybody out there, Mickey, Tammy, Nicole, thank you so much for being out there tonight. Love you so much. Without you guys, I would be, no MRI, no this, no that, and who knows? I'd probably be at another 4 jails by this point.
Well, Storm Trooper had 1.4 million hours watched in January on YouTube.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. God bless America. About 1 million hours in the gulag.
That's right. That's right. We love you. Hang in there.
I could stand out here all day and all night.
Can you give us a bullet point of what that is coming out?
Hi K36.
No, I am. Unless you'll need me to.
Hi Kay. Hi Kimberly Reed.
Okay, we had some really great people who donated to us, and I just want to do a shout out to Ronald for his donation. And I know that we thank Lala, and we really appreciate her, and Shauna for her donation, and Mark. And Ohio Navy dad, AJ, he had surgery today, on his shoulder. So we just wish him all the best and a speedy recovery. They've been out here on the corner and they're amazing patriots. Amen. They write the guys so much and
And they send us vanilla sugar.
They're really sweet. So our prayers and our thoughts are with you, AJ. Speaking of the donations, what we do here with Fort Ashley is We bring awareness to the plight of the political prisoners inside this jail and around the country. You know, there's been a lot of improvement since this vigil has started out here, and with the help of all the live streamers and all you patriots watching. You know, when Guy was inside, he was in solitary for 9 months at least 26 and 2 a day, sometimes 36 and 2. It depended on the staff, but he did that for over a year. And Jeff and those the OG prisoners in there, they went through that same thing, and it was very, very isolating. And they really, really tried to break them during that time. So if you can go to 4Ashly, the number 4ASHLI, our website has all of our affiliates out there, Patriot Mail Project, Patriot Relief. But, you know, we come out here every night and we promote those things that help Jan 6 families and to help the Jan 6ers inside. What we do here, the donations here help us stay in D.C. Oh, that's right. And Ken Harrelson got out, moved to a halfway house. So let's really support them. Let's go to Angel's Patriot Battles. She does these amazing stickers and things that go on your hats and jackets, patches, not stickers, patches. So that is American Patriot Battle. I don't know what that's about. You know, so we go also during the day, besides doing the vigil out here, we go and we sit in solidarity with our Jan 6ers that are going to court, as many of them as that we can sit in for. And, you know, it is important that they don't feel alone in there, because it is very scary. You know, so with 4Ashly, a lot of things have happened. The community has grown stronger, and we just hope that, I know you guys out there support us. Just make sure you go out and you tell people the live streamers are out here and what is going on, and start a conversation. There's a lot of resources at 4Ashly that can start you on your way. And, you know, we just appreciate all the help you give us out here. Thanks for the donations, and we're going to be doing that donation match until Valentine's Day.
That's right, we cannot. Y'all are their voices.
We're going to go ahead and do the roll call.
Yes, please, post that.
Lives lost on January 6th. Ashley Babbitt, Roseanne Boylan, Kevin Greason, Benjamin Phillips, and the following day, Officer Brian Sicknick. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Those detained: Justin Adams,
Hero.
Michael Adams,
Hero.
Thomas Adams,
Hero.
Tommy Allen,
Hero.
Chris Albert,
Hero.
Russell Alfred,
Hero.
Noah Bacon,
Hero.
Edward Medallion,
Hero.
Daniel Ball,
Hero.
Thomas Ballard,
Hero.
Logan Barnhart,
Hero.
Richard Barnett,
Hero.
Pauline Bauer,
Hero.
Julio Bequero,
Hero.
Matthew Bedingfield,
Hero.
Luke Bender,
Hero.
Joe Biggs,
Hero.
Aiden Billiard,
Hero.
Craig Bingert,
Hero.
Joshua Black,
Hero.
Matthew Bledsoe,
Hero.
Kenneth Bonowitz,
Hero.
Dominic Box, Brennan Bradshaw,
Hero.
Larry Brock,
Hero.
Jeffrey Brown,
Hero.
Jeremy Brown,
Hero.
Mark Brew,
Hero.
Jennifer Boutois,
Hero.
Daniel Caldwell,
Hero.
William Calhoun,
Hero.
Jared Cantrell,
Hero.
Jacob Clark,
Hero.
Cal Clayton,
Hero.
Stephen Capuccio,
Hero.
Billy Cressman,
Hero.
Reed Christensen,
Hero.
Dylan Cronin,
Hero.
Josiah Colt,
Hero.
Mason Corson,
Hero.
Bruno Kua,
Hero.
Matthew De Silva,
Hero.
James Davis,
Hero.
Nicholas DeCarlo,
Hero.
Nathan DeGraves,
Hero.
David Dempsey,
Hero.
Lucas Denny,
Hero.
Robert Dennis,
Hero.
Timothy DeJargan,
Hero.
Michael Dickinson,
Hero.
Joseph Howell,
Hero.
Joshua Hughes,
Hero.
Jared Hughes,
Hero.
Joseph Hutchinson,
Hero.
Matthew Huddle,
Hero.
Brian Jackson,
Hero.
Shane Jenkins,
Hero.
Douglas Jensen,
Hero.
Justin Jersey,
Hero.
Joshua Johnson,
Hero.
Zachary Johnson,
Hero.
Taylor Jonatakis,
Hero.
David Judd,
Hero.
Leo Kelly,
Hero.
Ryan Kelly,
Hero.
Julian Cater,
Hero.
Frederico Klein,
Hero.
Matthew Kroll,
Hero.
Nicholas Langren,
Hero.
Daniel Layden,
Hero.
Joseph Layden,
Hero.
Luke Lentz,
Hero.
Michael Lockwood,
Hero.
Joseph Lawler,
Hero.
Kevin Lyon,
Hero.
Marcus Malley,
Hero.
Christian Manley,
Hero.
Marcus Malley, Cody Matisse,
Hero.
James Maltz,
Hero.
Christopher Moyer,
Hero.
Mark Mazza,
Hero.
Ronald McAbee,
Hero.
Patrick McCoffey,
Hero.
James McGrew,
Hero.
Sean McHugh,
Hero.
Jeffrey McKillop,
Hero.
James McNamara,
Hero.
Connie Megg,
Hero.
Kelly Megg,
Hero.
Jonathan Mellis,
Hero.
Rodney Millstreet,
Hero.
Matthew Ryan Miller,
Hero.
Scott Miller,
Hero.
Jordan Mink,
Hero.
Robert Menudo,
Hero.
Landon Mitchell,
Hero.
David Marshall,
Hero.
Robert Moores,
Hero.
Christopher Moynihan,
Hero.
Jonathan Monafo,
Hero.
Eric Marshall,
Hero.
Daryl Neely,
Hero.
Ryan Nichols,
Hero.
Christine Niemela,
Hero.
Gregory Nick,
Hero.
Ethan Nordine,
Hero.
Nicholas Ox,
Hero.
Grady Owens,
Hero.
Jason Owens,
Hero.
Joseph Padilla,
Hero.
Robert Palmer,
Hero.
Nathan Phelan,
Hero.
Michael Perkins,
Hero.
Dominic Pizzola,
Hero.
Daniel Phipps,
Hero.
Mark Ponder,
Hero.
Jonathan Pollock,
Hero.
Olivia Pollock,
Hero.
Rachel Powell,
Hero.
Sean Price,
Hero.
Joshua Pruitt,
Hero.
Chris Quaglin,
Hero.
Barry Ramey,
Hero.
Guy Reppett,
Hero.
Zach Reel,
Hero.
Nariana Reiner,
Hero.
Stuart Rhodes,
Hero.
Howard Richardson,
Hero.
George Riley,
Hero.
Thomas Robertson,
Hero.
Michael Roche,
Hero.
Jonathan Rockhold,
Hero.
Daniel Rodriguez,
Hero.
Greg Rubenacker,
Hero.
Jeffrey Sable,
Hero.
Ryan Samsel,
Hero.
Ronald Stanlin,
Hero.
Salvador Sandoval,
Hero.
Robert Sanford,
Hero.
Peter Schwartz,
Hero.
Daniel Scott,
Hero.
Christian Sikor,
Hero.
Hunter Seafried,
Hero.
Kevin Seafried,
Hero.
Alexander Shepard,
Hero.
Thomas Sibick,
Hero.
Jeffrey Seals,
Hero.
Michaela Sly,
Hero.
Charles Smith,
Hero.
Tommy Smith,
Hero.
Kelly Sorrell,
Hero.
Audrey Sutherland,
Hero.
Hatchet Speak,
Hero.
Yvonne St. Croix,
Hero.
Peter Steger,
Hero.
Shelley Stallings,
Hero.
Patrick Stedman,
Hero.
Laura Steele,
Hero.
Tristan Stevens,
Hero.
John Strand,
Hero.
Tara Stoudemire,
Hero.
Isaac Sturgeon,
Hero.
Alan Sweeney,
Hero.
Andrew Taki,
Hero.
Enrique Tario,
Hero.
Curtis Tate,
Hero.
George Tenney,
Hero.
Jacob Therese,
Hero.
Isaac Thomas,
Hero.
Kenneth Thomas,
Hero.
Devlin Thompson,
Hero.
Dustin Thompson,
Hero.
Edward Vallejo,
Hero.
Salvador Vasalis,
Hero.
Jason Wallace,
Hero.
Eric Scott Warner,
Hero.
Jessica Watkins,
Hero.
William Watson,
Hero.
Matthew Webler,
Hero.
Thomas Webster,
Hero.
Bradley Weeks,
Hero.
Sandra Weir,
Hero.
Jack Witten,
Hero.
Anthony Williams,
Hero.
Riley Williams,
Hero.
Timothy Williams,
Hero.
Duke Wilson,
Hero.
Ricky Wilden,
Hero.
Shane Woods,
Hero.
Chris Worrell,
Hero.
Donnie Ray,
Hero.
John Wright,
Hero.
Gregory Yetman,
Hero.
Isaac Yoder,
Hero.
Kyle Young,
Hero.
and those we've lost to suicide. Christopher Georgia, Matthew Perna, Mark Unks, and George Meacham. May they rest in peace.
Amen.
Now let's say her name.
Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt! Ashley Babbitt!
Hi, Denise. Thanks for joining us. Thank everybody that joined us. Thank you all for being here on Freedom Corner with us.
Babbitt was a victim. I'm screaming USA, free the real Jan Sixers. She's a patriot who was let down by the system. I'm screaming for the fallen.
We had a lot of good call-ins tonight, folks.
Air Force veteran, wrapped in a Trump flag. It's Trump 24. You know we about to run it back. Nothing will stop us. We about to get it right. They can try and try, but the storm is here from dark to light.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
You bet, Sean. We're always happy to be here. Thank you all for watching also.
Senseless attack.
Justice, cause Ashley was innocent. Mainstream won't cover it, they honest to ignorant. If a white girl shot a black man, they would say that's different. But the story didn't fit the agenda they pitching. Rest in peace, Ashley Babbitt. We feeling your energy.
Hi, Rain and Blood.
Ashley Babbitt.
This song's for your memory.
Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt. Ashley Babbitt.
I also would like to thank all the trolls for watching tonight. I hope you learned some new information. And, we will pray for you. Hi, Cindy. Tell Angelina we said hi.
They want you locked in your home without God and alone. Don't want you looking up Dr. Sebi and Robert Malone. The truth blocked on your phones. They call the shots when they wrong. These politicians and these doctors, they are not in control. Jimmy, don't go with the face that the Lord created. So it can be seen.
That's awesome.
And all over the place we
Thank you for your support.
Hi, Mel.
Suffering, won't let our freedom just crumble and disappear without a fight in the struggle. They want us so sick and don't want you recovering. Want you depressed and addicted to pills and giving up your sin. It's not really that different from family and friends. They want you dependent on neighbors and seconds. When God is my witness, I don't even mention. They causing division throughout television. They coming for children. They don't let you mention. So get it.
Number 4, Ashley. Put yourself some merch. Support Freedom Corner. It really helps to open up a conversation when you wear that shirt. Somebody comes up to you and says, "Who's that?"
Hi, Carrie.
You tell them.
Y'all for joining us. Get close to the hashtag Sing for Freedom. Get your vocal cords going. Me. Fa. We're all finished our coffee.
Never miss an opportunity to talk about it, folks. We need to listen to sides of the truth. Matters. Not the agenda that the government has put out. We need to get the truth out about what's happening. What happened that day. What's happening to some of the strongest teachers in America have not lost. They're being locked up. Their families are suffering. We need to free our jurisdictions. You can help us by helping us get the word out. Have those difficult conversations. Share out these videos. Get all the lives of viewers that are out here. Share them out.
Then everybody helps.
One nation going under.
Otherwise, yeah, no, I've been very impressed. But don't forget that they've been president for how many years now?
Protect your sons and daughters. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government. Won't have it any other way, it's God over the government. And we just don't understand how they put their faith in men. We don't care what they say, it's God over the government.
Becky, how was that?
Make sure you see that.
How was that interview?
So, I hate leaving them out. It's just like
Go Denaria, that's
It
awesome.
was because I know they can hear
Are
me.
you gonna go?
It was the part about. Did he feel like there were forces at play here? You know, like the evil versus good kind of thing. And he said no, he didn't really feel like that was exactly it. You know, and I thought that was curious because my Christian spidey senses say, this is a spiritual warfare. Yeah. He brought it down to layman's terms, which I thought was curious. Or not layman's terms, but brought it to human. Even though they're Christian, highly Christian, they just look at it differently. I think you're right. Hot take on it. Yeah, I believe that. So again, the majority is Christian. Like the Russian Orthodox, yeah. It's not Catholic. No. Definitely not. They wouldn't have that.
Yes, they have seen that, Denise.
Definitely make sure y'all see that. Never having gotten interviewed before, right?
Hi, Max. Pass it back. 3 minutes. Pass it back.
His name is above. His name is above depression.
Oh, I got you.
His name is above loneliness.
Beautiful.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
Pass it back.
Hello.
Alrighty. Well, Jeff was having technical difficulties again trying to get through, so we hurry up and got mine. So I'm going to go over to Jeff so we can do the national anthem. And
1 minute. Pass it back.
30 seconds.
Pass it to Mickey. Pass it to Mickey.
Pass it to Callie. We're making it. 15 seconds.
all right, pulling the headset out, so hold on.
Okay.
La 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 la, me 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 me.
La 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 la.
Me me me.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh, say can you see what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. Ramparts we watch, where so loudly sing. And the rockets riding, rockets bursting in her, gave proof through the night that the flag was still there. Oh, say does the Star-Spangled Banner o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Please, young
DJ 6. DJ 6. DJ 6.
Hey there, I am back. What's going on?
All right, we're just, talking about the topics of the day. Our president, your president, all of our president.
He ain't my president!
It always triggers somebody. What are y'all doing? Groundhog's Day? Time.
Yeah, believe it or not, Groundhog's Day. My day's just been, I don't have to calculate how many I've been. I'm on 1,100 days, somewhere around there now.
Yeah, you are. It would be around there. Yeah.
3 years and 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Yeah. So, anyhow, enough about me. The fellas in here, the usual stuff. Got some good news. We have tea on commissary, believe it or not.
Nice.
You can buy 40 bags of tea.
All right.
So that's new. Yeah. What else? Go ahead, good.
I just like that y'all get cheese.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. Say again.
It's okay. I was just happy you got cheese. Tea.
Yes.
Tea or cheese?
That's tea. Tea. T-E-A.
Oh,
Tea.
well, I'm not as happy for that as I would be cheese.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, what do you guys got for news? What do you tell? Anything juicy? Anything good?
It's been amazing.
Okay, so there's not going to be any charges in the Biden classified documents case, and this is a summary of why. Mr. Biden's memory also appeared to have significant limitations, both at the time he spoke to Swanitzer in 2017, as evidenced by the recorded conversations, and today, as evidenced by his recorded interview with our office.
So he's been senile since then.
Conversations with Swanitzer from 2017 are often painfully slow, with Mr. Biden struggling to remember events and straining at times to read and relay his own notebook entries. In his interview with our office, Mr. Biden's memory was worse. He did not remember when he was vice president, forgetting on the first day of the interview when his term ended, if it was 2013, when did I stop being vice president? And forgetting the second day of the interview when his term began, in 2009, am I still vice president? He did not remember, even within several years, when his son Joe died. And his memory of what's so important to him. Among other things, he mistakenly said he had a real difference of opinion with General Clark Eckenberry, when in fact, Eckenberry was an ally whom Mr. Biden cited approvingly in his Thanksgiving memo to President Biden.
It's a shit show.
It is.
Yeah. Now, from what the rumor mill, let's go with this, the rumor mill, is that sometime around May, he steps down for health reasons, or he's told he needs to step down. And the rumor mill is that Big Mike is now going to be the Democrat candidate for the president. We'll see about that one.
It's gonna get ate up by
Well,
Trump.
yeah, we'll see. I mean, even I'm sure that y'all watched him give his address earlier, and that is not the leader of the free world. I mean, he just can't be.
Let's see, what else you got? Anything else? I got a couple little things.
The former president of City Council of Atlantic City has been charged with submitting fraudulent mail-in ballots. A criminal complaint accuses Craig Calloway, 64, political organizer, of illegally obtaining and casting ballots that were counted in the November 22 election. About a month before the election, Calloway and others allegedly paid several individuals to carry completed vote-by-mail applications to the county clerk's office. Once these individuals received the fraudulent mail-in ballots, they reportedly handed them over to Calloway and his associates. Anyways, just more fraud.
Just a little bit, but I mean, they're like Biden Biden said, if they don't want to talk about a subject, they just say the subject's closed and they just move on with their agenda. What bits do you have, Jeff?
Let's see. I've got this one. These two, I think, from the other day. Ronna Romney McDaniel. You told me this one. The RNC chairwoman will resign February 24th following the February 24th South Carolina GOP primary. And that's per Trump's request, from what we gather. I also have that. I think you told me this one as well, and we talked about this in that case. And Elsie Stefanik introduced a resolution stating that President Trump did not engage or commit an insurrection. And there are 60 representatives and their support in the Senate for that. That's the only real two things that I have.
Yeah, I think it's up to 68 is backing the resolution that there was no insurrection committed and on Trump's part. And, but the thing is it's like nobody cares. I don't know what it's going to make people care. That all these things have happened, all these things continue to happen. We have an incompetent, senile president, and, and they're still arresting Jan 6ers. It just blows my mind.
Yeah.
All right. The other thing I've got was that SCOTUS Supreme Court was or is hearing or has heard the argument about whether or not Colorado can take Trump off the ballot, and they will be making a ruling on that ideally shortly. Have you heard anything on that one?
Yes, well, I listened to it today, and even the left-leaning justices had some very hard questions about how can they constitutionally even consider it. Kavanaugh alluded even to the presidential immunity. I just don't see where it will fly. They talked a lot about how he holds an office, but he is not an officer. There was a lot of, clarification and arguments on wordings like that. But at the end of the day, I don't think, and Kavanaugh brought up no one has been charged with insurrection, so how can we even apply it?
Yeah. Right. That's one of the things that we had brought up many times in here is no one has been charged with that. So, okay, to touch back on the classified document thing quick, I do have some numbers here. Trump had 21 top secret documents. Biden had 18 top secret documents. Trump had 9 secret documents. Biden had 36 secret documents. Now, the catch is here. Trump was president. The president has ultimate declassification authority. Biden was the vice president. He has zero declassification authority. So, from what I'm hearing, that somebody just mentioned to me was that Trump is now trying to push forward and to say, look, if he isn't being prosecuted, how, in what realm could you prosecute him? If that isn't a two-tiered justice system based upon, and here's the thing, if that defense works for Biden, that could work for anybody that is charged with a crime that's over a certain age and to be like, I just don't remember.
Well, right.
No, you're still going to be charged. Go ahead.
Well, it's the same, rules for thee but not for me type of syndrome that they seem to have. And, they were talking today that, Biden, the FBI even repackaged some of the the files they found in Biden's garage because the box had torn and was all ripped open. Julie Kelly put out a really good scenario of the two-tier justice system and and their will to apply it in different realms. They want to say that Biden had the Presidential Records Act on his side, but it doesn't apply to Trump. But like you said, Biden was vice president when he did those records, so how does that apply to him? And why wouldn't that apply to Trump? It's just, it's so backwards.
Got it. Let's talk about Tina Peters in Colorado. She has a website out. Just I'll review a little bit of Tina Peters here. Hold on. Tina Peters, she worked for the, is she the election commissioner, I think? Maybe something like that, of Mesa County, Colorado.
Right.
Tina Peters did a full backup of her county's electronic voting machines prior to the state's, quote, trusted build software update, as required by law. This backup contained proof that the elections in Mesa County were fraudulent. 3 forensic audits were proven, or have proven, Tina's innocence and justified her actions. Now, check this out. She's got a website, https://TinaPeters.us. That's TINAPETERS.us. And at that site, I have yet to have someone confirm it for me, but I believe that you're able to watch the documentary Selection Code. That's the name of it, Selection, SELECTION code. From what I'm gathering...
You have 1 minute remaining.
From what I'm gathering, in 2000 Mules, that documentary was all about the paper ballots, whereas this documentary, Selection Code, is all about the digital aspect of the 2020 election. So, check it out, TinaPeters.us. Farm it out to everybody. Watch the documentary. I know we got a little bit of 20 seconds left, but have you guys seen that documentary yet?
I have. I did get to see Selection Code. Out of all the documentaries, that is the one I watched.
All right. How's this? We'll talk about that tomorrow. We're running out of time. Sorry to be like that, but thank you guys for all that you do. God bless you, and God bless America.
God bless you, Jeff.
All right.
Talk to you tomorrow, baby.
We love you.
Thank you, guys. All right.
Love you.
Good night.
Bye.
All right, you guys. The Middletons have their closing arguments tomorrow. Then it'll be off to the jury with for their deliberation. So let's keep them in prayer, and let's pray that the jurors have an open heart and mind about the evidence that they saw.
Amen.
Tomorrow.
Don't see it. They're brainwashed.
Hi, Kicks. Hi, Kicks. My fingers
Try.
are cold, though. Oh, that's
You gotta
right,
go to
y'all.
court tomorrow.
Oh,
Just
y'all
come to
don't
get
know.
I'm the angel man on this side.
If tomorrow all the things were gone, I'd work for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today. 'Cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
I know you and Sherry sound like those.
From the lakes of Minnesota to the hills of Tennessee, across the plains
Of North Dakota, also known as the Flicker Tail State.
from Detroit down to Houston and New York to LA. Well, it's right in every American heart, and it's time we stand and say that I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free, and I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me, and I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today, 'cause there ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA.
All right, folks, here comes the moneymaker.
And I'm
know y'all been waiting the whole stream for that, folks.
God bless the
Yay! All the way. All the way. All the way.
Awesome.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us out here on Freedom Corner tonight. If you don't know how to get involved, check out Precinct Strategy, right? PrecinctStrategy.com. And what was the other one? Tacticalstatistics.com.
That's right. Get your militias together.
That's right. That's right. And you guys pray for us. We're going to pray for you. Pray for everybody in court tomorrow. And we'll see you tomorrow night. We love you guys.
All right, Freedom Corners Gangsta. Thank you all for joining us. YouTube, Rumble, and Gather. Don't forget to say your prayers. Don't let the Betty Bugs bite. Please pray for me, and we'll see you all tomorrow. God bless you all.
Be blessed. Always wear the armor of God and God's